So, welcome to the edges tutorial that everyone's been asking for. The first thing you want to do is look for an image of edges. So, I just go on Pinterest and I search for edges. If you know what you want it to look like, you don't have to get like a Pinterest image, but a Pinterest image is really helpful for like the shape and stuff. I already chose this, I know what I want, so that's done. If you drew like guidelines down on your scalp base during the scalp creation part, then you already know probably what shape you want the edges to be. Normally, I would just draw over that guideline and use it as a guide to drawing, but I found that every time I did that, I would always draw it really small and then the edges would be really crunchy and low quality. So what I do now is that I draw the edges separately and I draw them big, like in a big huge canvas. So go in Ibis. I use Ibis. You can use Procreate or whatever drawing app you use, but I use Ibis because it's what's easy for me. And what you want to do is you want to create a new file, but you want to make it like a large file size. So a large resolution. So under the resolution, I just did like 2500, usually 2000 or 2500 by 2500, and you can see it there on the screen. I've done it before. And what you have to do is draw it like large scale. Don't zoom in because I tend to zoom in, so don't zoom in and like just draw it large. I don't trace over the image personally, I just use it as a reference. But if you want to trace over the image, that's all fine if you want to do that. I use custom brushes for my Ibis and I've posted in my Discord server. If you want those brushes, you can go look at my Ibis. You can go find them on my Discord. Um I kind of just use the same brushes in rotation. So mostly use this hair tool and hair render. So I also use cartoonist hairbrush. And when you use the Bezier curve tool, make sure you edit the force fade. So you want to like, it depends on how you want the edges to look, but you should change the length of start and the length of end. Do whatever looks right. There's no point in saying every single hairbrush that I use because I have them in my server anyway. I use the like blurry ones to like fill it in to make it look dense. I use this hair too, and I also use dip pen hard, which isn't a custom brush, it's just a regular brush. And I use that to add definition, so it's like really clear straight lines that you can see. And there's nothing much else to say, just watch me draw the edges. Hopefully you can learn from that. I also wanted to add that I do use a stylus on my phone. So I don't use like a drawing tablet for edges. I use the stylus that my phone comes with, but you can use your finger if you want to. So when you export as a PNG, make sure you have transparent selected, and we're going to send it to ourselves maybe on Discord, maybe through Google Drive or whatever. Just make sure whatever you're sending it through preserves the PNG transparency. Open it in Photoshop and just place it to wherever your UVs align with the edges. I don't really think I have to explain this part. Just put the edges where the edges are supposed to be, and that's how you draw edges. If you know how to draw, you probably don't even need a tutorial, because I'm not really explaining something brand new. I'm just showing you like my process that I use for edges. But nevertheless, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. More tutorials to come. And of course, if you're not subscribed already and you want extra content, you can go subscribe to my Ko-fi, where I post semi-frequently. I post tutorials there as well, and free resources that you can get if you're a member. Only $20 a month. So that's it. Bye bye.